What's up family, welcome back to yet another valuable video. So as you can see, today we actually took two trades. One hit the stop loss, one hit, or rather one went into profit. It didn't go all the way to take profits, but I managed to make some profits off it. I traded NASDAQ, I traded DAX. DAX is the one that hit stop loss today, but as you've been tracking me for the whole week, it's been a very profitable week for myself. I will do this every single day just to update you what goes on in the life of a trader, what really goes on the chart, right? Because this is to motivate you. So I want to break it down, how I got the loss, how I also made the profits, what's happening in the market, what's my sentiment, okay? Family, so we are on DAX right now, and I just want to show you here. As you can see, it's quite obvious that we actually hit a stop loss over here, and I'll show you exactly how that actually happened, in terms of what was my analysis, what was I predicting. So I will show you exactly. So I'm gonna go to, in fact, yeah, we are on the right time frame here in terms of the trend bias, because in terms of the trend bias I was quite very accurate. Maybe just my entry was a bit wrong in terms of that we're in a downtrend. So as you guys know, I trade with the trend. So let me just show you. As you can see here, we had lower lows being broken, so that really validated the structure that we're actually going to be having in this case. So I was quite very sure, 100% sure that we are going to be selling, and it does happen. So I took the closest supply just before the open, guys. As you can see, this was the closest supply. There's liquidity that I could see right here that the market had actually took, but of course it seems like it wanted to take more liquidity in the market, so we're stopped out. So I'm just gonna play it back, then you can see exactly here what was happening just before the open, because it did actually spike into it, which gave us like, okay, the go ahead to actually enter this trade. Okay, just want to push it back, then we can see. So this is exactly what happened. As soon as it started to go into, okay, we're starting to sell, went into that, then from then on we're getting stopped out. So that candlestick there stopped us out, broke the supply. So I never took a trade after that, even though it started to look like it was pulling back, but it was actually pulling back to go to the upside again. It played around for a while before actually going into the upside. So I took that loss as a man and just went away, right? But the confluence that I just love to use each and every time, I'm just gonna go to NASDAQ over here, is that there's a lot of correlation between NASDAQ and DAX. So when I got stopped out on DAX, I went all the way to NASDAQ, and you will see what exactly happened on NASDAQ, even though right now it's selling. Okay, so when that happened, as NASDAQ actually started buying at this level right here during the London session, so there was a fair value gap right here. So I'm just gonna take you through as well. I'm not gonna rush into this. So since I didn't have a confluence for buys, actually guys, I did not have that confluence. I just had confluence for sells, and that's what I was looking for today. And I can actually see it happening right now in the New York session, right? Because we just opened right now as I do this video for the New York session. Okay, so it was, as soon as it stopped me out, this candle here on DAX also shot up, and as soon as it did that, I knew that we have correlation between the two. It's no secret that DAX and NASDAQ, they do correlate. So what I did, I just looked for an entry and I just went ahead. Okay, so that's exactly what happened. I just looked for a fair value gap here, and I just waited for the market to pull back. I did send a trade signal for this one, so we both mentorship signals group, everybody got stopped out, even myself. So it was not quite of a nice day for everybody. So as it pulled in, I started to say, guys, now we can pull the trigger for this one, right? That's exactly what happened right now. Is that they played around, and you would see it almost wants to hit my stop loss right there, and it almost looks like this, but on my MetaTrader it was almost like my stop loss was somewhere here. I'm not sure why. In terms of the coordinates were just getting messed up. Some people it like literally missed them with 1 pip, others it actually hit their stop loss. So it was a bit of confusion today. I did not like today, unfortunately. I did not like today. So as you can see here, it did not stop it out. So about some people came back and said, oh my god, that trade was so close. Some people say, well, I was stopped out on this trade, and my stop loss when it came to my broker, because I was now trading on a broker, it was like right here. Okay, so I don't understand how this price was able to be interpreted on 3 platforms like differently. Okay, it was somewhere here. So I don't know, even though I set the same coordinates that I sent. Okay, and as you can see, while I was doing that, I did actually put more entries when it started doing that. I did put more entries that made up for this loss that we're in here, or for my loss that was in here. And as it started pushing and broke this high right here, I was like, okay, I'm looking forward, and broke this high right here. As soon as it broke this high, we are getting into a fair value gap here. There was a lot of imbalance, and therefore I was like, I'm just closing majority of my trades. So I closed 80% of my trades when it came to that. And guess what happened? It's almost like intuition trading. Once I did that, then the market actually just starts to sell like big time. So that's exactly that's happening right now. So the market started to sell, as you can see. So 80% of my trades were kicked out here. I mean, 20% of my trades were kicked out at the entry, and 80% were closed. So 80 profit, 20% loss. So it was not really much. Okay, so but I wouldn't call it the best of trading days. I mean, you have seen one of the best trading days of my life when it came to this week as well. Not of my life, but yeah, it's not like today. Okay, so but I managed to get another trade. I'm not sure how it's doing as I'm doing this video. Okay, so ooh, gold is paying, guys. Gold is paying. So this was the trade that I just analyzed right now. Gold, there we here you can see. Oh my god. Oh Jesus. Okay, I'm shocked, but I'm shocked, but because I just predicted it now, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do this video right away because I need to do it. Okay, so but gold is like paying big time, and I did send the setup in the group, so I'm sure they're quite excited for gold as well. It's paying and it's making up for my losses. it's just amazing, guys. It's really just amazing. Okay, it's really just amazing. So I guess we're gonna end it on a good story. How did they spot this? This is real market conditions. How did they actually spot this? Right, as you can see, this was a rejection order block, liquidity over there. As you can see, that beautiful liquidity that was lying there. And then of course when the market tapped into it, I knew that, you know, sales were gonna happen. Even when it comes to DAX, I knew. Most of the time you just have to trust your strategy. It's the very same thing. Most people, what would end up happening, guys, I'm just gonna end this off, right? What would end up happening is most people, they hit one SL, and it ends up happening, it ends up defining who they are for that week or day, and they don't get more trades. They either become too afraid to take another trade, they try to change a lot of their trading strategies. So that's what ends up happening, family. I did not allow that. As you can see, it's almost like it's the same setup. Liquidity, rejection on a block, I went ahead, I took the trade, and of course it was going to take its course. I just respect what the market does, guys. That's what we do. So it's quite as simple. Sometimes it's not as simple as that. So as you can see, basically I had one loss. Nasdaq, I'll just say break even, and of course gold, we're now making profits. It's probably just heading for the take profit there. So it's really quite amazing to actually see that play out. Beautiful, because I don't actually trade gold as much. I just trade Nasdaq and DAX, and that's it. So but if I'm quite desperate, I'll go ahead and trade gold. So I'm quite glad. God is good. God is good. Even if I did not make profit in the morning, but God is good. Definitely, God is good. So yeah, guys, I just hope you did enjoy this episode. Make sure you subscribe to this channel, like, and also share this video with your friends and family. More educational videos like this will come up as I try to become brutally honest with you about what happens within this trading day by day. I'm a full-time trader, so I show you exactly how we do things over here. So I hope that you really appreciate my consistency and my transparency when it comes to trading. God bless you.